It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
A pleasant good evening and Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to girls high school basketball here on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight, it's the defending Mercer County Tournament champion, the Blue Devils from Ewing High School, visiting the Irish of Notre Dame High School. Welcome, everyone, inside Notre Dame High School. I'm Nick Gallagher, alongside Darnell Turner behind the camera, and our video engineer on site, Colin Sommer. We'll dive into tonight's matchup in just a moment, but first, tonight's game has been made possible thanks to Notre Dame High School, Capital Health System, New Jersey Education Association, Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Revere Restaurant, The Trentonian, Jammer Doors, Hyundai of Trenton, Italian People's Bakery, and Haldeman Ford Subaru. Thank you for making tonight's game happen. Let's take a look at tonight's matchup. The Irish come in undefeated on the young season, 4-0, as their last game was before just the tail end of 2024, beating Delran on the 28th, 50-22. They were led by Megan Connolly and Elena Ramirez, both with 12 points. Connolly with 5 boards. Carolyn Foley contributed with 10 points, and that was part of the Rancocas Valley Holiday Showcase. And their other win in the showcase, their first game was against Medford Tech. They won 64-15. Foley led the Irish with 15 points, 4 rebounds on the evening. And some other wins from earlier in December, and they beat Trenton High School 47-27, and the Steiner Spartans 36-35. So they come on the year 4-0. The Blue Devils, on the other end, are 1-5 and struggling. They've lost 4 in a row. Their last game, again, also the tail end of 2024, was against Thrive Charter, where they lost 45-33, and that was part of the Mercer County Community College Showcase. They were led by London Bennett, the freshman, 12 points, 5 boards for her. Taylor Williams, 9 points, 21 rebounds, as the Blue Devils, a team of 55 rebounds in that game, but they came up on the short end. Other games they played in that Mercer County Community College Showcase against Hillsborough, a undefeated 6-0 Hillsborough team at the time. They lost 69-41, and they've been on the skid ever since, trying to find their second win, but they're led by head coach Dan Monaferret, who lost the big trio he had last year. Tayala Del Foss, Joy Johnson, and Shawnee Biggs, and Rianne Strokes, even the big four for them that led the Blue Devils to a 26-6 campaign. They lost in the semifinal of the state tournament, 45-43 on a buzzer beater to Mainland, as they're looking to bounce back and get back to prominence here in 2025. As we turn it over to PA announcer and the starting lineups for tonight's Notre Dame Irish. Not only is there a change for the Ewing Blue Devils this year, a change for the Notre Dame Irish on the bench this year is going to be Beth Fitzpatrick. She's a 1987 Notre Dame grad, as James Martinez stepped down after 13 seasons to spend more times with his family. And we will step aside for a quick timeout. Opening tip-off from Notre Dame coming up after this right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Moments away from tip-off here from Notre Dame High School. As we were mentioning right before the break, Beth Fitzpatrick in charge for the Irish this year. 30 years of coaching experience for her. She got her first job back at Hightstown back in 1991. Has been involved in the West Windsor-Plainsboro South basketball program from 99 to 2004, and has been a recent assistant on that West Windsor-Plainsboro South basketball program, and as well as Notre Dame soccer. She's also in the Notre Dame Hall of Fame, so a big resume for her. She's got big shoes to fill with 13-year head coach James Martino stepping away. As the Irish graduated 4 seniors in 2023, 16-11 last season, as they lost in the first round of the state tournament to Mount St. Mary. As Taylor Williams in the middle, and she'll jump it off tonight with Izzy Diaz. As Diaz will control the tip, as the Irish starters is as follows: Olivia Barreo, Megan Connolly, Izzy Diaz, Caroline Foley, and Elena Ramirez, the starting 5 for the Irish tonight. As Foley with it on the wing, she'll swing it back around, finds Connolly short, as the Blue Devils get the first rebound loose underneath, as Foley try to go back up with it and go out of play. Lily Alston, Taylor Williams, Annalise Maldonado Washington, Brooklyn Ellis, and London Bennett, the starting 5 for the Ewing Blue Devils tonight. And Darnell, bring you on tonight for the first time. And a Blue Devils team, as I mentioned, losing a lot of their scoring in 2023-24, and they have to do that and replace that scoring tonight.
Yeah, a lot you got to make up for when you lose a big part of your team. You know, it's a bit of a rebuild for them, and as they hit a shot right there, it's been a tough start for them so far this season, but so far they're off to a good start, getting a stop and a score.
As London Bennett, our first bucket tonight of tonight's contest. Three ball from Ramirez straight on and gets the friendly bouncing in for the 3. As London Bennett with it. Driving goes Alston, and she's fouled en route to the hoop. As we'll have our first free throws tonight.
Good job there being aggressive, putting pressure on the referees to make a call, earning herself 2 free throws.
As the first free throw is missed by Alston. Alston, the sophomore, started many games last year out of an injury-plagued freshman campaign, and she converts the second free throw. Ramirez on the drive, blocked down underneath the basket. As Kyla Durham there for the block. As Ramirez will head to the charity stripe now. Ramirez averaging 9 points a game, 5 rebounds on the young season. As she misses the first of 2. Irish averaging about 49 points per game, 13 assists. And a very experienced roster, Darnell, compared to the Blue Devils. 5 seniors for the Irish and 8 juniors on the roster. A very upperclassman balanced roster for them.
Yeah, and it reflects in the way they've started out this season. Like you talked about, 4-0, dominating opponents. That continuity, that experience goes a long way in high school basketball.
As Durham was fouled on the near the edge line there. A substitution for the Irish as Izzy Diaz will head to the bench. And Grace Hempsel will come in for her, the junior. Bennett with it, goes up top. Driving goes Williams. Too strong, rebounded loose underneath the basket as Connolly comes away with the basketball. As she'll hit it off to Ramirez, up court. Ramirez goes back to Connolly, he'll slow things down. Cross court, 3-ball from Foley, too strong, no good. Rebounded Blue Devils. It's Alston now with it. As Ramirez has the clamps on defense on her. Alston drives and she gets tied up underneath the hoop. Call a jump ball as it'll stay with the Blue Devils. And missing tonight's game for those Blue Devils, Ariana Widley. She impacted the Blue Devils, was a contributor in the last season's team, but she's been out with concussion tonight. Alston, and Coach Montefiore doesn't like what he sees. He'll call a timeout. And a 3-2 game with 5.5 minutes to go here early on in the first quarter. Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location, 63 Butler Street, for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery, since 1936. So some defense and some early rebounding in this one for both teams. First game back in the new year for both teams, as the Blue Devils will have a tough start to their 2025 portion of their schedule with 6 straight road games.
Yikes, that's tough.
They have a new Dorp team high school from New York at Robbinsville and Allentown coming up. Their next 3 games all on the road. Back to the action here. Driving underneath, they'll kick it out. 3-ball in the corner is short by Durham. Irish on the board. Durham had a fingertip on it. As the Blue Devils get it back, it's Alston. She'll put it up. And another tie-up underneath the basket as Taylor Williams underneath battling with Ramirez.
Both teams been very active defensively so far.
Connolly from 3, it's deep and it's good. Megan Connolly from way downtown connects. Durham will try a 3 again from the corner, short this time. Another tie-up for possession. Irish come away with it. And they will keep it here as Olivia Barreo on the rebound.
That's the second open corner look for Durham here early in this first quarter. Just unable to knock any of them down.
Yeah, Ewing getting good ball movement around the perimeter on the offensive side. Ramirez on the perimeter, she'll drive. Irish go around the horn. Foley, 3-ball corner, good. As Caroline Foley, her first points tonight, 8-3 Irish lead as we approach the halfway point here in quarter number 1. It's Bennett. She loses it as Dorham gets it back. As Dorham on the floor gets the ball. Bennett puts up a shot too strong off the glass. Ramirez in transition now. Down low to Barreo. And she was knocked to the hardwood. No foul, but the Irish will keep possession as Barreo will head to the bench. As the Blue Devils with a sub of their own as well, as Durham will head to the bench. As Brooklyn Ellis back on the floor. Ramirez, Foley, corner three again to the other side, and it's good.
Got to get out to these shooters. Notre Dame has a ton of girls out here that can knock down the three ball.
And they are not afraid either to shoot. Foley from the other end that time on the floor. As the Irish aggressive double team on Bennett up on the top of the key. Loose ball. As the Irish come away, blocked underneath, down low. As Grace Hempsel got a hand on it. As Bennett came back up the floor to deflect it off Connolly.
Out of bounds on Ewing, Irish ball.
Just a great defensive possession. Creating pressure and then getting back into play to get that block.
As Bennett aggressive, almost had the steal. They're going to call Ramirez for the push. Aggressive Ewing Blue Devils defense. It's been their DNA under head coach Dan Monteferet.
Yeah, only one game this year so far where they've given up more than 27 points. That was the closest game they've had all season against Steiner.
And that ball goes up and over the backboard. Yeah, but like you mentioned, Darnell, it is a transition period for them as the success they've had with that senior class that just graduated, most of them going on to play Division I college basketball. Just getting a lot of new girls and new faces in here as Foley was fouled. And he'll say foul is on the floor, no shot. As Victoria Bouchier will inbound it. Low bounce pass off the foot of the Blue Devils and somehow got back out of bounds. They'll say it went off Ewing.
Yeah, tough pass in traffic right there. Fortunate to get that one back.
Ramirez will control the top of the key. Ramirez looks down low. Bouchier puts it up short, rebounded underneath. Foley will try to drive as she loses possession. Stolen by the Blue Devils. They'll go back the other way. It's London Bennett. Bennett all alone, and she is fouled by Connolly on the layup attempt. And she will go back to the free throw line. As London Bennett, the freshman on this young Blue Devils roster, just came from Fisher Middle School. Is trying to find her way here at the varsity level in her first season here at Ewing. As she converts the first free throw attempt. Bennett misses a second as Connolly on the board gets tangled up down low. As Malaya Miller on the rebound for the Blue Devils. And it'll be an inbound for Ewing. Miller shot off the backboard. And again, it will say it will be off the Irish and another inbound pass for the Blue Devils. Malaya Miller on the perimeter. She'll take it onto Foley, spinning in the lane as her shot was deflected down. Blue Devils come away with it. 3 ball from deep from Alston is good. Lily Alston.
Big shot for this offense has been struggling the last couple of minutes. Still just a 4-point ball game.
Foley swings it over to Connolly, gives it off to Ramirez, who will reset the offense. We approach 75 seconds here remaining in quarter number 1. Connolly swings it off to Foley. Caroline Foley will try to drive. She'll go across to the outside. Ramirez goes down low, wide open, nice pass. Bouchier underneath and converts. And Victoria Bucher, her first points tonight off the bench.
Yeah, just excellent pass down low, big to big pass, and as Ewing gets another layup.
2 points, number 11, Malaya Miller.
As Malaya Miller gets her first 2 points tonight, 13-9, Blue Devils hanging around. As Connolly will try her chance at a 3, no good. Rebounded Foley under the block. Bucher will go around the horn to Foley, back to Ramirez, who looks at the clock. Swings it off to Foley, has a 3. If she wants it, she'll take it. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded Blue Devils. And they'll try to get one shot, final 3 seconds. Alston will chuck it. Good if it goes, and no good off the front of the rim. And that ends quarter number 1, a 13-9 Irish lead after quarter number 1. We'll step aside. Second quarter action coming up next here on the WBCB Sports Network. Haldeman Subaru's new state-of-the-art showroom is now open on Route 130 in Robbinsville. This beautiful new showroom and Subaru service facility is the region's finest and most modern Subaru dealership. For a complete line of one of the most popular and dependable cars on the market, visit Haldeman Ford Subaru in Robbinsville. Haldeman Subaru, sales and service, now 1207 Route 130 in Robbinsville. And Haldeman Ford is still proudly serving you on Route 33 in Hamilton. Haldeman, a name you can trust for honesty and integrity and the backbone of our community for 40 years. Second quarter action underway here from Notre Dame High School. Nick Gallagher alongside Darnell Turner. Colin Sommer, our engineer, on site. Irish 13-9 first quarter lead. Caroline Foley leading all scorers after 1 quarter with 6 points. As the Blue Devils have been fighting back down early, and a nice backdoor pass.
Beautiful.
As Grace Hempsel gets herself on the score sheet.
They've done a really good job lately getting the ball into the middle of that zone and finding cutters on the baseline.
No shot on the other end for the Blue Devils. Foul on the floor. So we'll get an inbound underneath the basket for Ewing. Miller's shot was deflected there. They'll say went off the Irish. Three ball from Alston in the corner, too strong that time from Lily Alston. Rebounded by Brooklyn Ellis. As she loses it, Conley tumbles to the hardwood. She comes up with it. Elena Ramirez in transition for the Irish. It's 4-on-1. As she'll slow things back down, Foley will come away with it, top of the key. Down low. As good defense there by Ewing, but possession will stay with the Irish. Three ball from Foley, again in the corner, no good, rebounded down low by Hemsel. She'll put it up and gets it to drop. Grace Hemsel with 4 points now, 17-9, Irish go up by 8.
Yeah, she's had a big impact on this game with her rebounding and passing. They're getting a bucket for herself.
Ewing misses the other way, Irish go the other way, Kerr with it, and it's tipped. Good defense there again by Malaya Miller to get a hand on it.
Yeah, good job getting in the passing lanes, prevent an easy one for Notre Dame.
And Miller showing off some athleticism, the senior forward, so she has a lot of experience under her belt, does Malaya Miller. As a pair of substitutes come off for the Blue Devils, as Alston will head to the bench as well as Miller. As Samia White enters the game for the first time tonight. Three ball from the corner from Bucher, that time no good. Rebounded Connolly. Foley in the other corner, goes down low. Good ball movement again, Foley in the corner, another three, she'll try again, short that time. And it'll say it was off the Irish. Close call that time.
Very good rotations defensively by Ewing.
Yeah, they recovered nice on that one, even with Foley, who had that three ball in the corner, recovered, and they got to her. As Ramirez will drop a floater, no good, rebounded. London Bennett now with it. Bennett weaving in and out of the Irish defense, and she is fouled again by Ramirez. Second team foul for the Irish this quarter. Jumper from Maldonado Washington is good. It's going to be Maldonado Washington.
Good shot right there so far. Ewing staying in it.
As head coach Fitzpatrick takes a timeout herself. 17-11 Irish lead. Jammer Doors and Windows is a fourth-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and installation. Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fairer prices and more pride in their work, both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. You can call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. As head coach Fitzpatrick called timeout. A tough road ahead for the Irish as well. We mentioned 6 road games for the Blue Devils. It'll be a tough road for them as the Irish host St. Joe's Hill from New York coming up in just a couple days on the 5th. Then they go to Hightstown on the 7th. Then the 11th, the big matchup right now, you're going to circle it on your calendar. Red Bank Catholic comes in here to Notre Dame as they are 5-0 on the young season. And then later on this month on the 14th, Princeton. And they're on the road at Princeton. Princeton right now 4-1 in the CVC standings, followed by Robbinsville at 4-1, Allentown at 3-2, and Notre Dame undefeated at number 1. Your top 4 teams early on here in the 2024-2025 regular season. So it'll be a busy month for both these programs as they'll play a bulk of their schedule. over the next several weeks. Irish back to action. Foley jumper blocked from the charity stripe as Bennett comes away with it for the Blue Devils. She'll take it herself, and she'll give it off. And they'll say it went off the Irish. Possession will stay with Ewing.
Yeah, Ewing putting together a couple really good possessions defensively. Trying to call themselves back into this game.
I mean, Darnell, this could be a lot different of a game if it wasn't for Ewing's defense. It's 17-11, 6 points. I mean, you're possibly looking at Notre Dame in the late 20s, low 30s if it wasn't for the Ewing defense.
Yeah, and this is a team that can put up points.
As I mentioned, the Irish averaging near 50 points per game. As both teams losing possession. A few days layoff for both teams since their last contest. Got to get their feet wet back into game action after the holiday season.
Yeah, you know, plenty of eating, plenty of celebrating.
Foley on the perimeter, she'll hesitate. Bucher with it on the top of the key. Hands it off to Megan Connolly. Connolly finds Bucher cutting inside. Good defense there again by the Blue Devils. They're there to block the shot. And that was Brooklyn Ellis on the snub. Kyla Durham with it. 3 ball this time from Alice Washington. No good. Connolly will go up court. And fouled on the play goes Kelsey Wood. And Irish will inbound underneath the basket. Foley set to inbound. She'll go right back to Wood. He'll swing it back to Bucher. Foley's pass is stolen by Bennett. And London Bennett with the steal could not convert the layup there. She has been all over Notre Dame passes near the top of the key and has intercepted a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm sure she wishes she could have that one back. An easy opportunity for them. In a game like this, got to convert those easy ones.
Foley with it. She'll go off to Wood, who will drive, and she traveled along the baseline. And London Bennett, only the freshman on this Blue Devils team, but showing a lot of maturity for her age. Remind me a lot of Tayala Del Fosse, who was part of the championship teams for Ewing last year, as Del Fosse is off at University of Michigan playing College Division I basketball. Inbound for Blue Devils near the far end of the touch line there, and it'll go out of play. It's a miscommunication from the Blue Devils on the inbound as the Irish will regain possession with 3:27 to go. Irish only 4 points here in the second quarter. Ewing only with 2. It's been a defensive battle, as we mentioned, back and forth here in this first half. Connolly. Intercepted again by Bennett. Bennett one-on-one. She'll try the layup this time and converts. London Bennett 5 points now. And considering all the steals she has, only 5 points to show in total. A couple free throws for her.
Yeah, but she's been real disruptive defensively, really throwing off Notre Dame's offense here.
Connolly will take it, step back 3, short, rebounded down low by Kyla Durham. As Connolly tries to get in the passing lane of the Blue Devils as they come up with it. Washington behind her head almost converted that.
Yeah, a bit of a wild shot there. You've got playing great defense on the road, only a 4-point game. as the underdog. Want to try to get a better shot than that.
Kelsey Woods pass is deflected.
Another turnover.
Brooklyn Ellis with it in transition. She'll take it herself to the cup, and she is fouled on her way up by Victoria Bucher that time.
Yeah, nice job going into the body there, drawing that contact.
To the line, shooting 2 for Ewing, Brooklyn Ellis.
Right now, Notre Dame extremely sloppy in the half court with the basketball. With it being such a defensive battle as she hits the first free throw. Don't want to turn the ball over. Want to at least get a shot, attempt up, give yourself a chance to get some points here.
Ewing continuing to close the gap, only a 3-point game now. As Brooklyn Ellis, an important role player for last year's Blue Devils team, a transfer from Solebury, and has become more reliable for head coach Dan Monteferet here in 2024-2025 season.
Oh, good hands.
As Dorham again with the steal, she'll go up ahead to London Bennett. Bennett floater, gets it to drop. Beautiful touch there by London Bennett. As Bennett leading all scorers now with 7 points. It's a 1-point Irish lead all of a sudden. Izzy Diaz goes down low to Ramirez. Ramirez spinning, floating, no good. Barreo on the board, rebounded again. Shot. And they're going to call a jump ball.
It's a good call. I thought she got all ball there.
I thought so too. Good call, tough call to make.
They got out of that zone. We saw Notre Dame getting a lot of backdoor cuts. And since they've went man, they've just turned it up defensively.
A 9-4 Blue Devils run here in the second quarter. Took a 13-9. Irish took a 13-9 lead after quarter number 1. And just as it's continuously credit to the Blue Devils defense has really quieted the Notre Dame offense here in the quarter number 2. Ramirez will try her luck again in the middle of the lane. She's blocked at and couldn't connect down low as Grace Hempsel got the board but couldn't convert.
Yeah, a lot of contact down low there.
As Lily Alston with some hops in her step to get to the hoop. She couldn't connect on that layup. Under a minute to go here in the first half.
If you're a parent or a fan of Ewing basketball, you gotta love the effort defensively that you've seen from these girls tonight in this first half.
I mean, gotta look at it too, Darnell. Ewing coming in, we mentioned 4-game losing streak, 1-5 on the year. They have nothing to lose in a season where they're just trying to learn and grow each and every game. And the Irish trying to protect in very early, perfect.
Another steal.
As Diaz gets involved in that block. A lot of physicality. It's ramping up here as the game's gotten closer. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to head coach Dan Monteferet, in charge of these girls for the Blue Devils, has that championship mentality and wants to instill it in his girls this year. 3-ball no good by Alston that time. Rebounded again by the Blue Devils. Final 15 seconds to go. It's Bennett, goes down low, lost possession, final 10 seconds. Irish got to hurry if they want to get a shot off. Foley will go up court. As Ramirez with it, trying to get something, and no shot. And that will be the horn for the first half. As the Irish 4 points in quarter number 2, the Blue Devils with 7. It's 17-16 at the break here on the WBCB Sports Network from Notre Dame High School. We'll step aside halftime. We'll look ahead to the second half in a few moments here from Notre Dame High School right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget, plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple at the area's fastest growing dealership, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And welcome back, everyone, inside Notre Dame High School. Nick Gallagher, Darnell Turner, Colin Sommer with you this evening for the Irish and the Blue Devils. A 17-16 lead here at intermission. Let's go over the scores. And for the Irish, it is Caroline Foley leading with 6 points, Megan Connolly with 3 points, and Elena Ramirez with 2. And a couple of contributions from the bench. Grace Hempsel with 4 points, and Victoria Bucher with 2, giving the Irish the 17 points. For the Blue Devils, leading them in all scoring is London Bennett, has 7 points tonight. Lily Alston with 4. And Annalise Washington with 2 for the Blue Devils. And Darnell, Irish struggled in that second quarter, but what do they have to do to kind of get things going for their offense in the second half?
Well, firstly, they got to take care of the basketball, especially in that second quarter. They had a 17-9 lead and then struggled to score the rest of the quarter. So just got to really take care of the basketball. That's what it comes down to. They were getting, a couple of good shots, but for the most part, you have a possession where you don't even get a shot at the basket. You don't even give yourself a chance to make a shot. So just got to be consistent and, take care of the basketball in the second half, and, they'll get some good looks.
And what about the Blue Devils? They've been battling. They're still hanging around, only a 1-point game. But what can they do offensively as well for them to kind of try to get a lead in this game?
Yeah, they played a lot better in that second quarter. Defensively is, what they're hanging their hats on in this game for sure. Just got to be more aggressive and, just take care of the basketball. When they have a chance to make a shot, they've been rushing a couple of their shots. You see a lot of, missed layups that, pretty much should be made, or, shots not hitting the rim. Just be calm, shoot with confidence, and, try to knock down some shots because they've been playing great defensively. So, give themselves a chance to stay in this game. So they've been playing great so far.
As the Irish will inbound it to get us started here in quarter number 3, as Foley and Megan Connolly ready to go. And the Irish in the second half got to get their big 3 going. Meg Connolly averaging 10 points, Foley with 10.2, and Elena Ramirez at 9 points. So they got to get them into the scoring column and get their offense back clicking. As a quick foul here by the Blue Devils early on, just 9 seconds into quarter number 3. Diaz, as she lost it, looking like she was going to pass it down low, up ahead to Bennett. Bennett will give it off. Nice jumper by Lily Alston, too strong that time. Rebounded underneath, puts back up by Taylor Williams, as she is no foul. They're going to just say it was out of play.
Yeah, it's one of those shots I talked about. Just seemed like she kind of rushed there. Didn't really have an angle to throw that up.
3 ball from the corner by Washington, no good. As taking a hard fall to the hardwood goes Barreo, and she gets back up. As Alston to inbound, the junior guard. As Barreo gets tied up, and official will say a foul on Taylor Williams that time. Irish will get possession. We'll see what head coach Beth Fitzpatrick said to her team at the intermission to get them back clicking. Ramirez taking her time, looking around. Washington backing off her defensively. Connolly on the perimeter. Looking to shoot, she'll hold it back. Barreo will hand it off to Ramirez, and she'll reset the offense. Washington playing good defense on Ramirez. Ramirez looks to pick up her dribble. And too much dribbling that time for Elena Ramirez. It'll go turnover for Notre Dame.
I'd like to see Ramirez try to get downhill in that first quarter. She was able to make a lot of plays and, get her teammates a bunch of open shots.
Bennett jumper from the corner.
Bennett continues to impress. Had a really good game here.
London Bennett, 9 points, leading all scorers. Ramirez will drive baseline. Bennett, comes up with it. 3-on-1, Bennett puts it up and gets the drop to go. London Bennett, 3 defenders around her, has no fear. She finds her way to another 2 points. 20-17, Blue Devils lead it. Irish have not scored since early in the second quarter. As Alston fell down there, but they will call her for the travel. Barreo to inbound. To give it off to Diaz. Diaz jumper, no good. And jump ball possession arrow go back to the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have dominated the matchup in the last couple years. They've won the last 5 dating back to 2022. They won on this floor last year 71-35. A lot of the girls on this court tonight got a lot of playing time in that game. As blocked by Alston from Ramirez pass. She'll take it hard to the cup and lay it in strong for Lily Alston. 6 points for her.
Yeah, what an unexpected run that we've seen here dating back to the second quarter. 13-0 now that they're going on. Notre Dame's got to find a way to get some offense here.
Irish don't have any answers right now. Ramirez goes back down. Alston back the other way over Diaz. Too strong that time, but it's rebounded by Washington. Taylor Williams now comes up with it. As Barreo and Williams fall to the hardwood. As Caroline Foley comes up with it for the Irish. Irish still trying to end the 13-0 run Darnell pointed out. Barreo looked to be a long 2 or 3, and it gets it to go for Olivia Barreo. And that will finally end the scoring drought for the Irish.
That's a big shot there. Get a chance to set your defense.
As Williams straight up with it. Diaz had her arm straight up, but they will call her for the foul. And you could just see, Darnell, the change in body language from the Irish early on in the game to now, and even for the Blue Devils, how it's switched for both programs.
Yeah, the intensity for sure has picked up.
As Taylor Williams cannot hit her first free throw. Mentioned in our pregame, the last game for the Blue Devils, their loss against Thrive Charter, 45-33. Taylor Williams had 21 rebounds in that contest. She is a true power forward, her coach says, and has made it a start in every game this year as she connects on the second. Connolly, she'll try to drive at the hoop. No luck. Ramirez floater gets it in. As Elena Ramirez gets herself back on the score sheet, 4 points for her. 22-23 Blue Devils lead.
Now they're a lot more active defensively once you see a shot go in.
And a bad pass there by Washington. Irish come away with it. Ramirez gives it off to Foley as Analysis Washington on her defensively. Foley finds Ramirez. Alston on her, goes down low, blocked underneath the basket. Alston in transition. She'll take it Euro in the lane and couldn't finish that time. Beautiful move there. Connolly goes back up ahead for Ramirez, who just couldn't save it, too strong. And another Irish turnover. As both head coaches will make substitutions, as Connolly will head to the bench. As Dan Montefiore gives Lily Alston a breather as well. As Talia Kniffen, the sophomore, checks in.
Out of bounds, Ewing basketball.
And London Bennett will take a much-needed breather. 3 ball in the corner is good from Kyla Durham.
Yeah, just nobody guarding Durham on that inbounds pass. Bit of confusion. She knocks down a wide-open corner 3.
Durham, a couple 3 attempts in the first half. Couldn't connect on them. Finally gets one to go. That's Samia White gets tangled up on the floor as head coach Dan Montefiore takes the timeout to keep possession for his Blue Devils. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location, 63 Butler Street, for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street, the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again, 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. As the Blue Devils with a 26-22 lead, 2:28 to go here. As Lily Alston and London Bennett on the bench currently for the Blue Devils. As head coach Dan Montefiore gets them ready for a fourth quarter push. Three ball again from Durham, no good that time. She's feeling really confident tonight. Only connected on 1 of 4. Rebound underneath by Williams. Her shot goes up and she's fouled as Taylor Williams has earned another trip to the line.
She's been a beast on the boards here in this third quarter. Ton of offensive rebounds, drawing fouls.
Williams connects on the first of 2. And Williams connects on the second. The largest lead tonight for the Blue Devils sits at 6 points. Ramirez gives it off to Foley. Caroline Foley's been quiet since early in the first quarter. As Connolly back on the floor, pass goes underneath her legs and out of play. As the Irish are struggling here, got some points after a 13-0 Blue Devils run, but have not been able to be consistent putting baskets together and good possessions for that matter. Backdoor pass for Durham. Great pass by Washington.
Great baseline cut by Durham. And you can see just the energy offensively. Everyone's moving, passing, cutting. Ewing's been excellent so far in the second half, picking up where they left off.
Megan Connolly tries a 3-ball deep. Durham on the board. And she traveled on the rebound attempt. Would have been a one-on-one transition bucket for the Blue Devils. As Izzy Diaz comes back to the floor for the Irish. Foley on the inbound, gives it off to Diaz. Ramirez swings it off to Foley. Foley 3-ball, good. Caroline Foley give her 9 points, her first basket since early in the first quarter, where she hit back-to-back threes. Stolen by Ramirez, other end. Ramirez goes to the cup, lays in 2. Ramirez with 6 points now.
Big stretch right there. Knock down a 3, create a turnover. Back to a 1-possession game here.
Brooklyn Ellis will try, fouled by Foley, slapped on the wrist there. As Ellis will go back to the free throw line.
At the line for Ewing, number 12, Brooklyn Ellis, shooting 2.
As Ellis misses it first. As Lily Alston checks back in alongside London Bennett. As Ellis hits the second. Final 40 seconds. Foley thought about her 3. She'll get it off to Diaz. Diaz, a nice give and go to Foley. Foley down low to Hempsel, who drops it in. As Hempsel, nice 6 points off the bench for the Irish tonight. 29-31. Alston drives, floater along the baseline. No good. She'll get the rebound right back after the rebound by Ellis.
Yeah, tough position right there to pass the ball to a teammate on the baseline. Notre Dame with a chance. As bad as they've played, a chance to tie this game up and go into the fourth quarter tied up.
Final 7 seconds.
Or the
3
lead.
ball. Connolly short. Diaz shot for the buzzer, and no good. After 3 quarters of play, the Blue Devils lead it 31-29 here on the WBCB Sports Network. Haldeman Subaru's new state-of-the-art showroom is now open on Route 130 in Robbinsville. The beautiful new showroom and Subaru service facility is the region's finest and modern Subaru dealership for a complete line of one of the most popular and dependable cars on the market. Visit Haldeman Subaru in Robbinsville. Haldeman Subaru sales and service now at 1207 Route 130 in Robbinsville, and Haldeman's Ford still proudly serving you on Route 33 in Hamilton. Haldeman, a name you can trust for honesty and integrity, and the backbone of our community for 40 years. Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and installation, and Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fair prices and more pride in their work. Both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. Fourth quarter action underway here. Nick Gallagher alongside Darnell Turner and Colin Sommer with you here from Notre Dame High School. And Alice Washington gives it off to Miller. Miller gets her own floater. Too short. Bennett will try driving. Dizzy blocked there. Connolly comes away with it. And Ramirez lost it underneath the basket. Go back to the Blue Devils. 27 points between both programs for the third quarter. Irish 12 points, Blue Devils with 15.
Nice take.
2 points, number 3, Annalise Washington.
As Washington gets the layup there.
It's another sloppy turnover from Notre Dame. A lot of these passes, and can't have turnovers like this and expect to win.
This game is there for the taking for both programs. Who wants it here in quarter number 4? And a good save by Alston. Alston will take it herself off the glass. Couldn't get it to go. Connolly comes away with the loose ball. And Izzy Diaz appeared there was some bleeding from her, so she will head to the bench. There was an official stoppage to get her cleaned up. Don't know how, if she got or where she got hit. Maybe the nose. It was hard to tell. She came off slowly after that Ewing possession. She'll get attended to by the Notre Dame medical staff. And the Irish will keep possession here. Four-point game, Blue Devils lead. Ramirez goes over to Foley from the perimeter. Foley gives it off to Barreo. Barreo back up top. Foley will give it off to Ramirez, who hesitates the three, drives in the open lane. It doesn't get it to go. Too strong. Blue Devils on the board. Loose ball. Alston comes away with it. Up ahead. Miller. Too short.
Good job, Washington, following up that shot there. Another point blank missed layup by Ewing.
They're definitely leading on the offensive rebounding category. And they're going to get Washington on the other end with a block. Officials looking for the possession arrow. And I'll go back to Ewing. Foley poked it away from Bennett for a moment. Miller, jumper from the free throw line is good to go. Malaya Miller, 4 points for her tonight.
Nice looking jumper right there, and Ewing's got an 8-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Who expected that?
Deep three from Connolly, gets it to go as a response.
That's a big shot.
Connolly averaging 10, only has 6 tonight. She's been quiet. Bennett too strong that time. Lily Bennett only coming in, Lily Bennett averaging only 7 points on the year. 11 points to her name tonight. Foley gets blocked underneath by Washington, who read that all the way. And Irish will keep possession after the block by Washington. And a timeout by head coach Dan Montefiore for the Blue Devils. Haldeman Ford Subaru's new state-of-the-art showroom is now open Route 130 in Robbinsville. This beautiful new showroom and Subaru service facility is the region's finest and most modern Subaru dealership. For a complete line of one of the most popular and dependable cars on the market, visit Haldeman Subaru in Robbinsville. Haldeman Subaru sales and service now at 1207 Route 130 in Robbinsville. Haldeman Ford is still proudly serving you on Route 33 in Hamilton. Haldeman, a name you can trust for honesty and integrity and the backbone of our community. for 40 years. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian for complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Ramirez on the inbound pass. Rebounded by Barreo underneath. She's trapped, looking where to go with it. Connolly open, she'll kick it out. And no shot. And it'll be a foul on the Blue Devils for the push-off. Rail right there, finds Grace Hempsel right there, right spot, right time. Hempsel with 8 points off the bench, really contributing tonight, keeping the Irish in this one. Down 3. Alston drives hard to the cup, too short. Foley on the rebound. Connolly up ahead to Hempsel all alone.
Oh, travel.
And she just couldn't get that foot down.
A bit of a tough catch, trying to turn around and make a play, shuffled her feet.
Connolly, good pass there by Megan Connolly, just hard in transition to get it up ahead to Hempsel. Had to turn her body the opposite direction of the basket. Alston takes the charge. Strong to the hoop, but she got stripped. Irish the other way. Ramirez kicks it out. Foley thought about a 3 for a minute. Goes down low. Hempsel drops in 2. Grace Hempsel having herself an evening. 10 points for the junior forward. Alston back the other way. Hard again to the cup. Doesn't get the fall. Falls hard to the hardwood. Ramirez comes away with it.
Yeah, she's been a bit out of control the last couple of possessions. Got to find a way to get some better shots. Here with the Irish making a run.
Coming to the line for the Irish, number 13, Elena Ramirez, shooting 2.
As Ramirez will head to the charity stripe now to shoot 2. And the Irish have not been to the free throw line too much tonight. We will step aside ourselves. Free throws on the other side of this break. 3:33 to go. Irish down 1 on the WBCB Sports Network. Elena Ramirez will be in the charity stripe in just a few moments. Timeout on the floor as the Blue Devils with a 1-point lead as they dominated the second and third quarters tonight, scoring 16 points in the second and third quarter combined. As they had Irish had a 1-point lead at the intermission, but it was a 15-12 scoring output for the Blue Devils in quarter number 3. As the Irish trying to get back in this one, had control early of the game. Blue Devils were showing some young talent, and the Irish were trying to take advantage of that, but the Blue Devils hung around. Lily Alston's been a key contributor. London Bennett for them as well.
Shooting 2 for the Irish, number 13, Elena Ramirez.
As Ramirez misses the first. And she connects on the second attempt. 7 points for Ramirez as the Irish fight for it, and they get possession right back. Barreo gives it off to Foley. Foley to Ramirez.
Yeah, it seems like Ewing's caught the turnover bug here in this fourth quarter.
And it'll be a foul on the Blue Devils. This time on Taylor Williams. 3:15 to go. We're not up at 37 each. Foley bounce pass to Barreo. Almost got pushed there. And Irish are going for the baseline pass, and it was kicked down low by Durham. Head coach Dan Montefiore making a substitution. Brooklyn Ellis stepping back on the floor as Taylor Williams will come off.
It looked like the ref was telling him I could have called the push out of bounds.
Tough shot that time by Hebsel. In transition goes Alston all the way to the cup, coast to coast.
Good job taking her time there, making sure she made that layup. It's a big bucket for Ewing, who's struggled on offense the last couple of minutes.
As another foul on the Blue Devils. Their fifth foul here. Irish still have not fouled as a team, as Ramirez will go back to the free throw line. And Ramirez again misses the first free throw attempt. As Ramirez connects again on the second. 39-38 Blue Devils lead. Ramirez with 8 points. Alston gives it off to Bennett. Bennett will try the drive, and she is fouled on the floor. Nice pass down low, but fouled on the floor again. Bennett on the receiving end of that one as Connolly fouled her. So back-to-back team fouls for the Irish. Alston rises up for the jumper, no good from the elbow. Rebounded underneath, still loose, no good. As Ellis tries to put her shot up, no foul, be a jump ball. And possession will favor the Irish. .225 to go here from Notre Dame High School. Blue Devils and Notre Dame. Irish 4-0, Ewing 1-5. Both teams looking for their first win here in 2025. Ramirez, nice pass behind the head. As possession will go back to Ewing. Notre Dame another turnover. Alston again a full head of steam. She's taking it herself and banks it off the glass.
A nice job right there, taking her time, using a window.
So the freshman junior guard duo combined for 21 points tonight of the Ewing 41. A long two inside by Foley. almost had her own rebound. Aggressive by Miller that time. And Ewing will take a timeout this time. And we will step aside as well. Blue Devils 3-point lead at 1:37 to go here on the WBCB Sports Network from Notre Dame High School.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
So final 97 seconds here from Notre Dame High School. And the 1-5 Blue Devils have given the undefeated Irish their best game tonight. As Irish working on the full court trap defense now, applying the pressure. I wonder now how they're going to handle Alston. And Bennett's been quiet for the second half for the most part. She's contributed, but Alston's really been more the aggressive one in the second half.
Yeah, she's been putting a lot of pressure on the rim, getting to a basket. Down the stretch here, she seems like the best option on offense.
As Berea will check back in for Victoria Bucher. So Irish going back to their original starting five, and Alston almost got away with another steal, but they'll get her for the reach-in on Ramirez. So she will go back to the free throw line as Ewing is over the limit.
Shooting for the Irish, number 13, Elena Ramirez.
Irish still have some fouls to give.
Ramirez missed a couple free throws here in this quarter. See if she can. I might have jinxed her. Got a chance to cut it to 2 here. Still plenty of time left.
Ramirez misses both that time. Crucial free throw points. She couldn't connect. She'll save the pass other way. Connolly with it. Connolly pulls things up, and she loses possession and falls to the wood. Looked like it went off her, and they'll say possession with the Irish.
Yeah, Alston should have slowed that down a bit. You know, time is on your side. No need to rush for a bucket.
Irish down 3. 75 seconds to go. Connolly puts a shot up and fouled. Good shot, draws the contact, and earns her trip to the line. As London Bennett to the bench now. As a injury stoppage for Bennett. I don't know if there was some bleeding, but she'll be taken off the floor to go get cleaned up. Well, 74 seconds to go. Irish down 3 as Connolly will be on the free throw line when we get back to action in a moment here. Irish next game coming up in just a couple days, taking on St. Joe's Hill from New York, as the Blue Devils will also take on a New York program, New Dorp, and then mostly conference play after that. Both teams in action on January 7th. The Irish at Hightstown the Blue Devils at Robbinsville. As they bunch up at the top of the early season CVC standings with Princeton in second, Robbinsville at 4-1, Allentown at 3-2, and Notre Dame right now earning the number 1 spot, pending the outcome of tonight's game. Connolly. Misses the first. And important are your free throws. Ramirez missing 2, and now Connolly 1 could have tied this game.
Yeah, been really rough Notre Dame from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter.
As Connolly gets the second. And just got the walk.
This full court pressure has done a really good job forcing turnovers from Ewing. They've barely been past half court these last minute.
Yeah, you want to show at this point in the contest, Darnell, with the Irish, the more experienced team based on roster, the Ewing, the young team, just applying that pressure, making the young kids earn it. Alston, the junior guard, she's really contributed in the second half. Bennett's been quiet, as I mentioned. You know, Kyla Dorham, one of the few seniors, along with Malaya Miller. But just Notre Dame is the big point. Notre Dame's got to show their experience here defensively to cause some havoc.
Yeah, and they've just got to be able to just take care of the ball. I mean, time is on their side at this point, but not if you keep turning the ball over. 3 seconds after you get it, can't get it past half court. Just giving Notre Dame a ton of chances to tie this game up. They've been fortunate with all the missed free throws that they don't have the lead right now.
Yeah, on top of the missed free throws, Notre Dame not earning a lot of free throw attempts tonight as well. Had a couple early in the first quarter and really not too much in the middle of this contest. Now in crunch time with Ewing over the double bonus. Any foul will send Notre Dame to the line. Shot by Foley, no good. Rebounded Barreo. Foley goes down to Diaz. She is triple team. Connolly from deep. In and out of the rim, no good. And final 43 seconds even on the foul. And this place was ready to
that one was halfway in.
Show some celebration if Connolly's 3 went in. And it'll say out of bounds. Connolly on the defense there, but it'll be Ewing basketball.
We've got to find a way to get this ball inbounded. Oh, it's going to the free throw line.
So Notre Dame is now over the limit, has no more fouls to give.
To the line for Ewing, number 21, London Bennett, shooting 2.
So the Bennett, this can be London Bennett, the freshman, in a big spot here. Bennett, calm, cool, collected, makes the first of 2.
It's a big one right here to push to 2 possessions.
Couldn't connect the second. But Kyla Durham, yes, on the rebound. She traveled that time.
Got to be patient. So you didn't even need to shoot right there. With only 40 seconds left in the game up 3, you got to pass that ball out, waste some clock, make them foul you.
Irish down 3, but don't necessarily need a 3 this possession. Wasting a lot of time here, 30 seconds to go. Ramirez, Alston down, looking for a foul, doesn't get it, rebounded Durham, out ahead to Alston. Alston all alone, Diaz couldn't get the block, gets it to go, falling to the floor. Lily Alston, all emotion, 12 points for her. 3 from Connolly, off the side of the backboard, no good.
Oh, wow.
And a big, hard foul from Brooklyn Ellis as Connolly falls to the hardwood. 8-tick show on the game clock. Blue Devils up 5, but the Irish will go to the charity stripe. As Ramirez a little shaken up. Perhaps a cramper, she hurt her knee. as we will step aside for a brief moment as Ramirez is getting worked on by the trainer. We'll come back. Final couple seconds here from Notre Dame right after this on WBCB Sports Network.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private.
As we're back, everyone, as Elena Ramirez eventually got up on her own power and walked off, so good to see, but she will definitely miss the final 8 seconds of this contest. And we hope she is okay and it is not a serious injury. Looked to be knee-related. Can't officially tell, though, but she will be out for the rest of tonight's contest. As Connolly will head to the free throw line. Irish down 5 here. Connolly makes the first of 2.
Coach saying 13 should be on the line. I think he missed all the play.
Yeah.
Ramirez was down, but she wasn't the one that was pushed.
And does not get the second free throw line. Final 5 seconds. Diaz puts a shot up, gets it to go. And a very quick timeout by Beth Fitzpatrick as Izzy Diaz earns her first 2 points tonight. As Irish had 2 timeouts remaining, Blue Devils with 1. So a 2-point game now on the inbound pass. As the Blue Devils really, Darnell really just had to throw it ahead in this case and kind of just make Notre Dame chase.
Yeah, what you don't want, just catch the ball, just try not to dribble with it because, you know, they're definitely going to try to trap, if not foul immediately. So just be strong with the basketball. You should be getting out of here with possibly your second win of the season.
As we'll see how they inbound it. Alston has been heavy ball carrier in the second half. London Bennett did a lot of the playmaking in the first half. And I mean, how do you defend this if you're Notre Dame, Darnell? Do you put 2 girls on Alston or Bennett, or how do you defend this?
Yeah, I would do that. Those have been probably the 2 best free throw shooters. Try to make someone else beat you. But the way they've been turning the ball over with these traps and late in this fourth quarter, you know, maybe you can get lucky and, you know, force a travel with, you know, only 0.5 seconds coming off the clock maybe.
We'll go to Alston. She is fouled with 1.7 seconds to go, gets right up, and she will head to the free throw line.
Foul on the Irish going to the line. Number 2, Lily Olson.
I would say if you're Ewing, she makes the first one, and then you
Yep.
intentionally miss the second just to cause the scramble. Notre Dame only with one timeout would be very hard to call. We'll see how she plays it. And Olsen misses the first. Hits the second.
Timeout, Ewing.
But a timeout by the Blue Devils now, which is interesting. And the Irish will have to go the length of the floor here with only 1.7 seconds to go, needing a 3. And you bet it's going to be a tough shot to do full court. Blue Devils going to put the pressure on.
You just don't want to foul.
Don't want to foul. I thought the timeout would advance the basketball, but it does not in this case. And you want to try to get in your hand, the ball in the hands of your best three-point shooter, maybe Foley. And with Ramirez not on the floor, that is a big loss in these final even 8 seconds since she's been out. Just then I have a senior leadership who can shoot on the floor for the Irish. Blue Devils with 14 points here in the fourth quarter. Irish with 13. As Irish will break out of the huddle. They will have Anna Hughes on the inbound, the junior. And now the Irish take a timeout.
Hey, can't take them with you, right?
No, you cannot. Well, with all this exciting action just in the final couple seconds, don't forget if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. So Irish will inbound it here. It will be, looks like Anna Hughes for the first time tonight on the floor to inbound it. As they'll send Caroline Foley to midcourt. Victoria Bucher near the free throw line. She'll chuck it down, intercepted by the Blue Devils, and that will do it. The Ewing Blue Devils come into Notre Dame and upset the Irish. They get their second victory of the season, improved to 2-5. The Irish drop their first loss on the year, and they go to 4-1. Well, Darnell, it took a while to finish those final 8 seconds.
Yeah.
An exciting game, back and forth it went. But the Blue Devils, too much defense, and Notre Dame just a cold shooting night for them from start to finish.
Yeah, excellent effort on both ends. Came in here struggling, but wouldn't be able to tell by their effort.
So the Blue Devils come into Notre Dame and beat the Irish. They've won 6 straight victories against Notre Dame, beating them again here tonight, 45-42. And stay tuned to our Italian People's Bakery post-game interview we will have on our social media accounts with the Ewing Blue Devils. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Notre Dame High School, Capital Health System, New Jersey Education Association, Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Revere Restaurant, The Trentonian, Jammer Doors, Hyundai of Trenton, Italian People's Bakery, and Holloman Ford Subaru. Thanks for all the sponsors for making tonight's live stream possible. For Colin Sommer producing this live stream, Darnell Turner behind the camera helping out with tonight's call of the game. I'm Nick Gallagher saying so long from Notre Dame High School. Blue Devils victorious 45-42 over the Irish right here on the WBCB Sports Network.